Hey, this is Dave. Can you hear me now?
Not really. I'm having a lot of trouble understanding what you're saying.
How about now? Is it better?
What's going on?
I'm in a car on the speakerphone. Can you hear me?
Oh, there's the problem. You're in a car on a speakerphone.
Yeah, I gotta get away from my house. Is this Czar?
This is Czar.
Hey, I talked to you before about that Rougarou.
Okay.
I got my car fixed. You told me call back in about a week and you were gonna figure out what the heck a skunk ape is.
I've not found anything about that.
Nothing about a skunk ape? My son found some pictures online. My son Angelo in New York, he found a couple of pictures on the internet. That thing's a nasty looking creature. But listen, this is what I did. I went down back to the bait and the tackle shop, and one of those guys over there, he offered to sell me some of the musk that he was talking about. And what I did is he sold it to me in one of those big, like 5-gallon spackle buckets. And just between you and I, the thing smelled more like human urine than it smelled like any type of musk. So I'm sprinkling this stuff all over my backyard and everything, wiping it on trees with a paintbrush like he told me to do. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, it's worse now. This whatever the heck, this skunk ape or this Rougarou must be real pissed off, scratching up the trees and everything and whatnot. I keep my car in the garage now, so it ain't much of a problem, but there's scratch marks all over it. But I did the thing with the railroad spikes too. I stuck a couple in my front door. I put them all over the place.
Alright.
So I don't know what's the next step. What do you think we should do?
I think you should put up cameras.
Well, the guy was trying to sell me a bunch of these, what do you call them? Those trail cameras over there. He's trying to sell me. They're like $500 a pop. I just moved. I can't afford that.
Nah. You can find cheaper on Amazon. Get you some security cameras.
In the Amazon? What's that?
On Amazon.
Yeah, what's ain't that the rainforest? Look, I'm not trying to find a skunk ape. I'm worried there's a skunk ape by my house. I ain't looking to go and find one in the Amazon.
I'm telling you now. It's people doing this to you.
It's people. What, they trying to play some games because I'm from up north or something?
Probably. So what I would suggest is get cameras. Get them on film. You can buy cameras off of Amazon.com.
Oh, that's a website.
It's cheaper.
Wait, what? Wait, yeah. Hold on. Oh man, wait. Give me a minute. I gotta pull over and write this down. Hold on. All right. Okay. What's that address?
www.amazon.com.
www.amazon.com. Okay, I got it. I just punched that into the Google and it'll come up.
It should come up, yes.
All right, and I'm looking for the trail cameras over there.
You're looking for any kind of camera, especially towards your house, especially any kind of security camera for the house. Okay?
Okay, so you don't think there's no Rougarou or no skunk ape? Because it's got the bad smell. My son Angelo said when the skunk ape comes around, it's got a bad smell wherever it goes over there.
You know, when a skunk goes around, it's got a bad smell.
No, a skunk ape. The skunk ape. They call it the Florida Bigfoot is what he was telling me it's called also. But this ain't no Florida, so it shouldn't be over here.
Just understand, I think you got a case of people doing dumb stuff.
Because they wrecked up the hood of...
Because I got news for you. because of the iron spikes. If it was really something like a Rougarou or a skunk ape, wouldn't be crossing.
Well, that's why I don't think it's no Rougarou, because it's leaving a smell, and I put the musk around too. But a skunk ape is not some type of mythical creature. It's not like some kind of thing. They call it the Mayaka ape also. My son Angelo wrote it down over here. It's apparently an actual animal, so it's like if your dog is crossing the iron spikes, it's the same thing. I don't think this is some kind of wizardry thing. You still there, Zah?
I'm still here.
So I don't know. I know you're saying there ain't no. I don't think it's no Rougarou no more, because I put all those railroad spikes. I had my buddy mail me about 50 of them down from New York. Is rebar good too to put around? Because I put a little bit of rebar too. It's iron though.
Rebar is more. It's more twisted.
What do you mean it's
not necessarily iron. I stick with the railroad spikes if I could.
Cause I mostly had a lot of the rebar. It ain't too easy to have that guy be shipping me things. He's a conductor, so it's not that easy for him to get it. It's not like he's a railroad worker.
What's the closest railroad to you?
The closest railroad to me. I don't even know around. I don't even know around here where it is. I'm over there. I'm by. You familiar over there with the Lafayette?
No, you got trains that pass through there somewhere.
There's train. Yeah, I listen. I moved in here about a month ago. That's the last time I talked to you. And all this stuff's been happening. It seemed like every night. Something weird's going on every single night. That's why I don't think it's no person running roughshod all over my property every single evening. And I
never said person. I said people.
Maybe there's a bunch of people. Maybe. I don't know. Cause hey, listen, there ain't too much out over here.
Yeah, and they got to make their fun out somehow, right?
Yeah, I mean that's true. I guess you bored enough over here. Ain't a whole heck of a lot to do.
So, first things first, you need to find the nearest railroad track. You need to pull you some railroad spikes. You need to find some.
Wait, so I gotta pull them from the railroad?
Most of them are already. Most of the ones that we use are already out, laying down. They're just old ones that replaced.
Oh, they replace them, they just leave them there beside the railroad?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't want to go down there. I don't want to get myself in no trouble over there with a pry bar, start prying up the railroad.
No.
Yeah,
most of them are just laying there.
Because I'm not trying to cause no tragedy. Up in New York, a train just hit a car like maybe 2-3 months ago, killed a bunch of people. I ain't trying to do that down here.
I understand that. However, listen to what I'm saying. Okay?
I got you.
Because if it is one of these creatures, the more railroad spikes you have around, the less they'll be around.
I should have just bought a house near a railroad at this point.
Nah.
This is ridiculous. I'm hunting for people. I'm hunting for Rougarous. I'm hunting for the skunk ape, Florida Bigfoot, all this stuff. I don't understand. So I gotta get myself to a railroad and listen. And
just walk up and down the tracks a ways, and you should find railroad spikes.
You talking about the big ones?
I'm talking about they're like 6 to 8 inches long. They look like oversized nails, but they're square shaped.
Okay, yeah, I got a couple of those. They look like the things you spike a vampire with, but they're not made of wood. Listen, there's nothing else I could do to appease this thing? Like, what if the train derails?
Remember what I said. You're not pulling spikes out of the thing. You're finding the ones that have been left behind for when they change them.
Yeah, but if the train derails or something, would a kind of like if
If
a couple.
you yank spikes out of the track, they will derail. Yes.
But
I'm not telling you to get those ones.
No, I know, but
I'm telling you to.
would some type of blood
If they're
sacrifice?
already pulled out by the people and just left by the side, they're not going to cause a derailment.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm asking if like the train did derail, would like the blood sacrifice appease the Rougarou, something like that. No, it ain't helping.
No.
I'm grasping for straws here, because this thing, listen, I've been down to the body shop like 5-6 times already. I had them build me a garage just 'cause of this beast. Okay, so I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna get some spikes that is not attached to the railroad. I'm gonna go check on the Amazon.com, www.amazon.com, and I forget what I'm buying over there. Oh, the cameras.
Security camera.
I should have wrote that down. It's just security cameras. What if they start?
I got a set of 8 security cameras with a hard drive to record for $250.
200. That's pretty good. What's a hard drive?
It's kind of like a recording device.
Oh, it's like the tapes.
It's kind of like a video recorder, yes.
Okay, I got you. So these things you got, these waterproof?
The ones I got are.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I don't know what the heck what I'm looking for. All right, listen, I'm gonna give you probably a call back in about a week.
All right.
I'll let you know how it goes.
All right.
All right, I'll be over there at the railroad. Hey, listen, if you hear anything about Dave Stufflebeam getting killed on the railroad, that's me. But hopefully I'll be careful.
All right.
All right. Listen, Dave out. I'll call you back. Have a good day.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Have a good one now.
You too.
How may I help you?
Hello, yes. My name is Michael Gasparsky. I'm looking for a one Baltazar.
That would be me.
Hello, nice to meet you. Alright, so this is the deal. I'm a lawyer, Michael Gasparsky, Esquire, attorney at law. And if you have just a second, I need to speak to you about something. Can you just talk for a minute? So this is the issue. Did you receive a call from a man a few months back, maybe weeks? The time frame is a little cloudy. Named Dave Stufflebeam.
I don't know.
Was he speaking about something called a Rougarou?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So then you remember my
I
client.
remember that comment, or those comments.
Yeah. Well, this is all right. So I'll give you a rundown of the situation. David Stufflebeam moved to Louisiana from Brooklyn, New York. His family still resides in Brooklyn. He states he got arrested. He ended up getting arrested for ripping up railroad spikes out of a railroad. And in his statement to the police and me, I'm his attorney, I'm representing him, he claims that a guy named Czar, which would be you, Baltazar, told him he had to rip up rhubarb and spikes, railroad spikes from a railroad, and put them around the house to fight.
I didn't tell him to rip up spikes from a railroad. I told him to walk the damn track and find the ones that were already out.
Okay, well, I understand. What you're saying differentiates from what he's saying. I'm just letting you know what the official document states. He got arrested. He lives in 223 Paulette Street in Houma, Louisiana. So I'm not sure. Houma, yeah. So this is where this happened. It's not too serious of a thing. I mean, he's never been locked up in Louisiana before, but he's looking at maybe 8 months for property damage to the railroad. Apparently, this was a railroad that was in good functional use, and I don't know how he tore up railroad tracks, but he is adamant in stating that you told him it had to be taken from a live railroad, whatever that means. I guess an active railroad.
I never said a live railroad. I asked him point blank, do you have a railroad track near you? He said yes. I said, well, walk the track, look for the railroad spikes. He said, what do they look like? I said, Google it.
Excellent. All right, but that's fine. I'm writing this down. Would you be prepared to go to court and testify that you said that, contrary to his statement? Because I'm trying to save everybody the headache. You see, he told the investigator, I think, let me get this guy's number. His name is Detective Christopher Monsantos. He's down there in Louisiana. I'm not sure what the jurisdiction is. It's in my other paper. But he says he blames it all on you. He says it's all Czar. I'm saying it's not. I'm not agreeing with him. I'm just reading you the statement. You're saying you didn't say that. So my question is that, are you prepared to go to court?
Why the fuck would I go to court because that dumbass doesn't know me from jack shit?
I understand
If
your frustration.
If he did not fucking listen to me, that's not on me. That's on him.
Yes, whether it's on you or not, though, there is court documentation stating that you conspired to help him rip up a railroad.
No, there isn't.
You're his spiritual advisor, are you not?
There is court statements saying, there is court documents saying that he's laying this in my lap when he got caught doing something stupid.
Correct. You're his spiritual advisor. That's what he told the arresting officer. He said, Czar, I'll read it now. Czar told me to go rip up railroad spikes from the nearest railroad to fight off the Rougarou.
I did not.
I understand that. Well, that's what we have a court of law for. So we can. Would you please take down my phone number? If you, I'm not saying you did, sir. That's first thing I want to establish. I am not saying you had anything to do with what he's saying. I personally don't know him. His brother Dino hired me, and this is all news to me. I know his father, and I know his son Angelo. What was it? So I'm not laying any blame in your lap, whether you did or you didn't. I'm just letting you know that it would be better if you were to speak to one of these people and clear that up. So if he has to handle this himself, you're cleared of any wrongdoing, despite all the black mass satanic ritual stuff you might be involved in.
First of all, voodoo is not a satanic rite, and the next time somebody says that, coming from a lawyer...
It was Officer Christopher Monsantos had told me that he looked into you, and I have nothing to do with what, you do or don't do. I am from New York. I don't roll around chicken bones and sacrifice cats.
A little more open-minded. You may be a lawyer, but this is a religion.
Yeah, but you need to listen, though. I'm getting this from Detective Christopher Monsanto. He had told me he was a little concerned to speak to you in regards to something called a black juju. I don't know, but I'm calling you up to let you know that there's official court documentation claiming that you told Dave Stufflebeam to rip out railroad spikes from a live railroad.
I did not tell him that. I told him to walk the railroad track and look.
We're all walking the railroad tracks of life. Now, I understand. If you could just please take down my information. So I this way.
What's your name?
My name is Michael Gasparsky. That would be Michal. And my last name is Gasparski. And my phone number, this is my cell phone, it's my office, it goes for both, is 1-646-642-2412. Michael J. Gasparsky, attorney at law, and the address of that is 4001 Little Neck Parkway, Little Neck.
One word or two?
That's 2 words. Little Neck, yes. New York. So basically, what I'm going to do is contact Detective Christopher Monsantos, and I'm going to try to clear this up. Your full name is Balthazar?
No, my spiritual name is Balthazar.
Okay, what is your full name, sir?
Hell no! You can have the cop call me.
I don't know why you would trust them over me. I mean, they lie over parking tickets, but alright. That's fine. According to the cop, that you're involved in satanic rituals. Say again?
Because of the way you approach this.
The way I approach this,
They can call me and talk to me.
they don't want to call you and talk to you. They're scared of something called black juju.
Ask questions. You made assumptions.
I'm not making any assumption. I'm telling you what I went with. My client's in jail because you advised him to rip up railroad spikes. Hello.
Authentic. Voodoo Authentica.
Voodoo Authentica, how may I help you?
Yeah, listen, this is Michael. I think we got cut off here.
No, I hung up because you were being rude.
Oh, I wasn't being. I'm only reading a report here.
You are being rude.
I'm reading a report. You need to understand something. This is not coming from me. I wouldn't be on the phone with you. You better care. You could be brought in for destruction of personal property. I'm trying to save you.
I'm not in this.
You are in this. Dave wrote a statement blaming it on you. You're his spiritual advisor.
I'm hanging up again.
Say again?
Either talk to me with some respect, or you...
I am reading a report, Czar. I'm not blaming you.
I don't give a damn what you're reading. I told you what I told him.
Yes, that's fine. Now, this is the thing, though, is that Detective Christopher Monsantos stated that this is Voodoo Authentica, as you say?
Huh?
Voodoo Authentica, that's the shop, your shop, or you work for this? Yes.
I'm one of the practitioners that work here.
Okay, he was concerned about, apparently, he says, again, I'm not from Louisiana. This has a history in your county, whether it be for good or bad. Some people are intimidated by this, yes or no?
Everybody's intimidated by things that the church has twisted.
Exactly. I'm not saying that's wrong or right. I'm just reading to you that Dave said in his report. I have to tell you these things. This way you know moving forward in case someone says something to you, you're not blindsided. That you were in a ritual with chicken bones. You guys had painted yourselves white. And you were doing a satanic incantation to the god
I've never met
Beelzebub.
him. I've only spoke to him on the phone.
So you weren't summoning Beelzebub?
Huh?
There was no ritual summoning Beelzebub or Mamion.
There's never been a meeting with this person. Period.
Beelzebub or
I've
Dave?
only ever spoke with him on the phone.
You've never met with
And
Dave or
twice.
Beelzebub? Or is it Beelzebub?
I have never met this man.
Dave, we're talking about, not the... Okay, I
I
understand.
have never met him. I spoke to him on the phone twice.
Yeah, because
Both times, the first thing I told him to do was, because his car was getting jacked all the time, was put security cameras outside his damn home so he can see who's doing it.
He did that, and the security cameras blanked out, but there was no damage further incurred on the car, but at a certain time of night, they just go blank, and then they come back on, but there's no issue with that. The other thing was that we're just curious about is, you say you've never met him. Okay, that's fine. I'm not saying you did.
I've never met the man. I don't know him from Adam.
He had described you as having long hair with a bandana. No, I'm just saying.
I spoke to him twice on the phone.
And you gave him some pretty heavy spiritual advice, apparently. What is a Rougarou?
Rougarou is a legend down here. It's kind of like a werewolf, but it's a cross between an alligator and a man with some fur.
And you summon these things?
Fuck no, nobody summons them.
Interesting. And these are bad creatures that apparently he keeps talking about the Rougarou ate his tires on his... I don't know, Dave, the way I know
That's
Dino.
what I'm saying. When he first contacted me, he sounded like absolute bug shit nuts. Like literally.
He's very
So
distraught.
the first thing I told him was that he needed to get cameras, point them at his car, so he can see who's coming to mess his shit up.
No, I understand. That's good advice. But what's this with the ripping up the railroad?
There is no ripping up the railroad. I'm 50 years old. I've walked railroad tracks and found a zillion railroad spikes. Nobody rips up the railroad to get spikes.
I mean, it seems like a very difficult thing to do. The railroad is really in the ground. I mean,
Walk them. What happens over time, and this is why the spikes have to be replaced all the time, is over time they get pulled out by the use of the track.
you know a lot about this. Have you sure you haven't ripped up any railroad in your day?
Now you're getting fucking disrespectful again, and you're getting hung up on.
You're going to have to watch that profanity. I got to get going. We'll get him back.